They were the best groups comprised solely of women that ever existed. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 girl groups of all time. For this list, we're focusing on bands where all members are female, regardless of whether or not they actually play instruments, and are ranking them based on a mix of their popularity, how iconic they are, and their success. Number 10, Bananarama. With songs like Cruel Summer charting in countries all over the world, including America, the UK, Germany, and several others, it's no mystery why this group made a mark in music history. Reaching its zenith in the 80s, Bananarama was a key group in the second coming of the British invasion that took place during that time. As the all-female group with the most chart entries in the world, they've continued to have success to this day, with even their 2009 album charting in the UK. Number 9, Salt-N-Pepa. These three women, Salt, Pepa, and DJ Spinderella, managed to take one of the most male-dominated musical genres by storm in the late 80s and early 90s. Winning a Grammy and several MTV Video Music Awards, and recording 3 platinum-selling albums in America, these immensely talented women have never skirted issues or pulled punches. With songs like Push It and Let's Talk About Sex charting worldwide, despite their controversial subject matter, they have already gone down in music history.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex.
Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on.
Number 8, All Saints.
Never stop giving good love, 'cause that's what I call you for.
When Melanie Blatt and Shaznay Lewis of All Saints lost their record deal and their bandmate walked away, they needed to regroup and move on.
Never, ever, ever, ever felt so low. When you gonna take me out of this black hole?
So they added sisters Natalie and Nicole Appleton, and everything seemed to click. Soon, All Saints became international stars.
I know every time.
Their debut single, I Know Where It's At, charted in the UK as well as in Canada, America, Germany, and several other countries.
I know every time to have a good time. I know every time you got something on your mind.
It's impossible to argue with success like that, which makes them a shoo-in for our list.
It's a booty call. It's a booty. It's a booty call.
Number 7, En Vogue. What do you get when you combine gorgeous women, insane vocal ability, and strong lyrical content? One of the best girl groups of all time, of course.
Gave you many chances to make change. The only thing you changed was love to hate.
As evidenced by the socially relevant 1992 song Free Your Mind and its award-winning music video, En Vogue has shown they have the musical chops to turn heads no matter what era they debuted in. After recording 3 different platinum-selling albums and winning a host of awards, including American Music Awards, MTV Video Music Awards, and others, these women had to make our list.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. He's a mighty, mighty good man.
Number 6. The Dixie Chicks.
Who doesn't know what I'm talking about?
It's hard to argue that this musical trio isn't one of the most controversial groups on our list. But as they say, controversy creates cash, and these three ladies are rolling in it.
I'm not ready to make nice. I'm not ready to back down.
Intensely loyal to one another, the things this musical act has accomplished are amazing no matter their gender.
She needs wide open spaces.
With 4 multi-platinum albums in America, Australia, and Canada, and even a documentary focusing on the controversy they've amassed, the Dixie Chicks are obviously a force to be reckoned with.
And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide brought down.
Number 5. The Runaways. For a group that only stayed together a mere 4 years, the legacy and accomplishments these rebels left behind are absolutely daunting. Initially formed with the legendary Joan Jett and Sandy West, who then added Lita Ford and Cherie Currie to the group, the ingredients were all there to take their place in history. Perhaps best remembered for the pop culture staple Cherry Bomb.
Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. Cherry Bomb.
The Runaways even managed to have their band story turned into a film in 2010. They may not have charted as strongly as other bands on this list, but the Runaways' legacy made them a necessary presence on it.
World of your wild girl. Love you. Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb.
Number 4. TLC. If you took the vocal skills of En Vogue and combined it with the hip-hop elements of Salt-N-Pepa, you may just get the crossover success of TLC.
Go, go, chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to.
If it weren't for the unfortunate passing of Lisa Left Eye Lopez, there is no telling how much more success they could have achieved.
Looking like class and it's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass. So, no, I don't want your number.
Despite her untimely death, TLC managed to have every single studio album they released go platinum, a feat that few groups have ever achieved.
A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
This girl group wasn't only successful, they've also had a truly impressive career.
Dreams are hopeless aspirations and hopes are coming true. Believe in yourself, the rest is up to me. Yeah.
Go, go, chasing waterfalls. Beyonce, can you handle this?
Number 3. Destiny's Child. The spiritual successor to many of the other groups on this list, Beyoncé and her cohorts are most likely the group that comes to mind when modern minds think of the girl group.
The club is full of ballers and their pockets full grown, grown, grown. With her friends, 'cause it's 11:30 and your club is jumping, jumping.
Winning more awards than the amount of former group members they have, listing off all of this act's achievements would certainly make this video the longest we've ever put out.
I don't think you're ready for this. My body too bootylicious for you, babe.
Suffice it to say, Destiny's Child's track record of success would impress even their most avid haters.
Can you pick up, baby boy? Let me lose my breath. Bring me down, let me lose my breath. Let me lose my breath. Yo, tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Number 2. The Spice Girls.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig.
The level of fame and sales the Spice Girls were managing at the height of their popularity has been routinely compared to that of the Beatles. We could stop talking about them right there, and we absolutely would have made a strong argument for their girl power to have taken the top slot on our list. But that position is reserved for another girl group. Regardless, the Spice Girls' 3 studio albums have all been certified platinum multiple times. And they even have a film that made back more than 3 times its budget. Incredible. Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? Don't you? Don't you, baby?
Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? You don't love me, it's plain to see. There's no need to explain.
Get over here, where should I go? Can't stop myself out of control.
짜릿짜릿 몸이 떨려 지지지지지 못 찾은 눈빛 oh yeah 좋은 향기 oh yeah yeah yeah.
Number 1, The Supremes. Anchored by Diana Ross, one of the most sophisticated performers of all time, the Supremes were widely regarded as Motown's seminal group during the 60s.
I've known of your secluded nights. I've even seen him maybe once or twice.
Leading the way for other legendary artists of the time, such as the Jackson 5, the Supremes managed to stand out among them all. Inspiring many later all-girl and minority acts, they had 27 albums chart in either America, the UK, or both. Their stature and place in the annals of pop culture history are undeniable and warrant their place at the top of our list.
Baby love, my baby love, I need you, oh I need you.
Do you agree with our list?
No, 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 no.
What's your favorite girl group?
Don't you know, things will change now, things will go your way. If you hold on, for one more day, yeah.
For more music top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
La, la,